Happened, especially after committing a fair amount of funds, and it wasn't only myself, it was Phil and Jeff as well, and we had no idea whether we were going to get those funds back or what was going to happen, whether the club was going to grow or not. So there was a bit of doubt in the early days. Jeff always felt that it was going to work, and deep down we were all really passionate, and even myself, I knew that if you're passionate about something, there's bound to be other people that do enjoy it. And it's one of the things that we've spoken about, the three of us, and I've even told friends that once you pick up one of the foam swords, you'll either smile, and if you smile you're going to like it. If you don't smile, well, it's not for you. Friday nights not only there for existing participants, but we try, and that's why we moved across to the current rule system, to try and make it as easy as we could for our new participants. And basically what happens, they go through, they sign up, they get one of the foam swords, so one of the Kalimazoo club swords. So once they get the sword, they'll hang around with their friends, they get talk to other members that are there, and then they'll get called aside, and basically we've got a few people that can actually do new player induction. And what we do is we'll let them know a bit about Swordcraft, who we are, what we are, why we're there. Okay, so welcome to Swordcraft, guys. For all of you guys, it's the first time. So we're going to go through the basics of what the game actually is. We go through a brief rundown on what the rules are. How to do it safely, okay? Safety zones, basically head, neck, and the no-go zone, so you're not even meant to be trying to hit anyone in the head. And of course, no groin shots. Hey, it hurts the girls too. It does. It does. We let them know the other forms of weapons that they'll encounter. Every member that's on the field has 3 hit points, so they can take up to 3 hits from a sword. It makes sound that they can honestly feel. Has to be clean hits. So something like that is not a hit. Something brushing, no. You've rocked past that, no. Legal zones are everywhere else except for hands. Anything from the wrist, or about a couple of inches up the wrist, is not counted. So up here is fine. Any torso shots fine. Back is fine. Legs fine. Yeah. Once we go through the training itself, we let them know that as new players they can actually take 9 hits. Because they get a magical room, which is a one-time thing only, and we get them to practice between themselves while we'll normally walk around and just observe. Just very brief safety lessons, and the whole aim is to ascertain that they're not going to be hurting each other or hurting any of the other players on the field. Okay, coup de grace are cool. You can wear actual armor, and there's 3 levels of actual armor. So you've got light, which could be leather armor, you've got medium, which could be chain armor, and then you've got heavy, which is basically plate armor. I guess that the offset to wearing plate armor is that you're walking around in full armor, and you might have about between 40 to 60 kilos. The more armor you wear, the more hit points you have, and you can have up to a maximum of 14 hits. So by then, terminology wise, you're basically like a tank if you play World of Warcraft or any other games like that. You've got your range weapons that do 2 points of damage, and then you've got magic, which also does have a component in the game itself. And how magic works, either defensive, where you can heal people, or offensive, which is basically like throwing an energy ball at someone. You need to be able to cast or to say in a clear high voice, and that does 3 points of damage. But the whole aim of the first night is not to try and join another warband, it's just to get out there and have fun. Finding out about warbands comes after that night, and that's when they can actually get out there and start meeting some of the other community members. The group army, which is the Order, we're basically from the Empire, and it's like a 15th, 16th century Holy Roman Empire style. So like your Germans, Italians, Spanish all mixed in. Guys wear really fluffy shirts, a lot of metal armor. Anyone that knows me personally, they would see a massive basically difference. My character is pretty much a bastard. He's very he's not well liked by some people. Some people really like him, other people don't. And I guess that's where the role playing comes into it. And yeah, we basically run around and get into character, German, Italian characters, and yeah, just get out there and have fun. We've got other groups that are mercenaries, like French Knight, wearing all the chainmail and plate, having all the heraldry. They've got the little servants and peasants running around, jumping in front of the lords. Then you've got the fantasy side of things where all the Twilight fans want to be in undead and chaos and whatnot. Guardians, elves, just a whole bunch. As long as you've got 5 mates or 5 people, you can start up your own warband. Yeah, we don't discourage. And it would be great to actually see a lot more warband starting. As long as it fits within a medieval fantasy criteria, it fits within that scope, we're fine with that. If someone's going to be trying to run around as cowboys, Vietnam vets, modern coppers, robbers, that's a no-go. We're not looking at discouraging anyone, but at the same time, if they haven't got the right theme, then it's better if they're not there. One of my friends that when he first came to Swordcraft, he said he would never do role playing, and he just went to bash people basically just to fight huge armies. We're talking about close to 200 people now every Friday. And now, basically, he went to his first weekend game, loved it, and now he doesn't miss out on one of them, and he's actually a massive advocate of role playing, and he really gets into his character.
Okay, well, you're the strongest, so you can take them all.
Back onto the guard! Jimmy! Fight to the corner! Fight!
Fall off a little bit, we'll pull back and then hit him from behind.
Sweep out on the cross. Right hand! Move! Shield front! Shield front! Hold on! Turn! Slow down!
I know that way.
We are not your
That's great. Order!
Get him behind me, Gilly.
Get in there, get in there.
Rip through my enemy! Kill them to the core! Destroy all!
The reason why I go and I keep coming back is not only because I'm passionate about Swordcraft and I enjoy getting out there and fighting, but it's also mostly because of the group that I'm in. You know, we're a group of real life mates. I know them on a personal level as well, and that's personally why I enjoy going. I would definitely recommend for you to come and try out Swordcraft. It's one of those sports that you're not going to really know whether you enjoy it until you're actually there. Whether you just want to watch it or whether participate, definitely come down. Registration opens at 6:30 every Friday night, Crawford Oval in Princess Park. Definitely come down, sign in, grab one of the swords, run around for a little bit, and that'll be your weekly exercise.
What happened to you?
Got shot in the chest with an arrow. Quite fun though, I'm gradually knowing the tactics. The strategy's not as sophisticated as I would have hoped in some ways though.
There's nothing much like it. It's got, like, this games have nothing on it.